got another review that someone sent in, I think, but I'll do that a bit later in the on the stream. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly put some animal blankets and stuff in the dryer. I'll be right back, guys. 2 minutes, and then we'll do this review. Give me 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Haha, that polo shirt. Man, it's very old. It's like a shirt that I just wear around the house. Thank you, though. I hope you... Glad you like it. I'm watching someone do animal blankets washing. What you're watching is a blank screen with some poker players on it. Alright, so this game, guys, is a $3.50 final table 180 man. Oh, it's a rebuy. So yeah, it's from JimmyCrackers again. Running good, Jimmy. Nice to see. Easy raise call. Well done. Bad luck. Let's look at the table so that we see our chip position. So we've got like 16 big blinds. This guy has 20. This guy has less than 10, 20, 30, a lot. Like 13 or something, 14, 9, and around the same as us, 15 or so. So we're looking alright on this table. There's a few short stacks, but we're not desperate yet to gain chips. Run away, Penny. No, Penny's not running away anywhere. She's staying with us, Gen-Con. We feed her. Folding an ace in the cutoff is very nitty. I mean, you can min-raise here just because you have one blocker. The only way I would consider folding is if they're very aggressive with reshoving all in, because they do have a good stack to shovel in, and your hand is not a profitable shove, in my opinion, from the cutoff with for these stack sizes, but it's still really close to just shove it all in. Yeah, so I would usually just min raise Jimmy, but if these guys are really aggro, really loose, just fold is fine. Doesn't seem like they're aggro. An ace in the cutoff you can usually just steal. Wow. Is he the short stack? He is the short stack. It feels like a call. I think the call's fine. It's certainly close on the final table, but I like it. Oh, we're not on the final table. Now we're at the final table. Alright. Yeah. Fives. I think you can just shove this profitably. Yeah, like you have really good fold equity on this table. I feel like this is a plus chip EV push. And even if you factor in ICM, I still think it's good with fives. So I would shove that one. Yep, just jamming the ace king. Nice job. I don't get it. We're not on the final table? I'm confused. Fine to just fold threes there against the chip leader. Okay. Yep, I like it. All in for effectively 13 big blinds. Definitely the good play with sevens, so I guess this is the final table. You lied to me, Jimmy. You said it was final table. Close enough, right? Kings. I think just shoving all in looks weaker than calling. This to me feels like a trap, because he knows you're not folding. I don't think it makes a huge difference, but just shove all in there when the guy knows you're not folding anyway. Because by calling, you might scare him off. What's this? All in for 4 big blinds. This guy shoves for 10, and you have 8s. Just a fold, Jimmy. Just a fold. His range, Kasi, he's not doing this with 7s. Or maybe he might. But I think, like, 7s is the worst he would have. A lot of people would just fold 7s here as well. So I definitely don't like this ISO with 8s. Wow, he had 5s. Okay, well that's surprising. I would not make the 8s overcall. I think it's overcalling 10s. Wow, that chip lead. That flop. Bets. Bets. Nice. Good little run, Jimmy. Did I get it done? I tried to do it, Robin. So what I did, I mean, I'm terrible at Photoshop, so I need someone to help me. What I did... Wait, I'll show you guys what I did. Okay, I got like this picture, but I cropped it out like just the face, and then took a picture of myself. I wonder if it's in my Photoshop. Yeah, so I cropped it like this, and then took a picture of my own face with the same angle, and tried to like play with the filters to get it to look, you know, that blue line color. But I don't know, I'm not very good, so it looked like shit, so I just gave up. But yeah, if anyone's good at Photoshop, definitely send me a message and we'll try and get that emote done. We've also got to get the limp stab done, so if anyone can help me with that, that'd be good. I mean, as a chip leader, I don't like folding buttons. I would just raise, I think. You are kind of committed against this guy, so I guess you can fold if he's super aggressive, but yeah, like, you're the chip leader, so who cares if you lose 50,000? You're still going to be the chip leader. What's up, Benji? How you doing? What's the buy-in? This one's a $3.50 rebuy. Bukuldona. Ooh, the 3-bet. Player dependent. You can do this play. I don't like your sizing, though, Jimmy. He has to play out of position, and he's short. So you don't need to 3-bet this big. You can actually just make it a little over 2x because you have position and he's short already. His only play here is really all in or fold if you make it like 30,000. So my size here would be 30,000, not 42. I think the extra 12 is unnecessary. You can also just flat call in position because it's a min raise. But the 3-bet's good against, you know, aggressive players, so I like it for sure. Nice raise. Pretty bad flop. I don't think he's folding much, so I would just check back. Try and hit our gut shot. That's a really nice barrel card, though. That's a really nice barrel card. I would now put in the second barrel because we can pressure him so much. The 8s, I figured was okay because it's only 10 big blind jam. I guess he had to be stronger since the other shove, even though it was for 4 big blinds. Yeah, because it's the final table, even though it's just 10 big blinds, he has to be tighter, and also because he's in middle position, he knows that there's players behind him, so people are tighter there in general, in my opinion. So I don't like the rejam with 8s. You were correct in that occasion because he was looser than I thought, but yeah, I don't like it. I think it's too loose. So this is, Jimmy, I think a post-flop error. If you're going to c-bet this board, you have to barrel these wet turn cards because he's going to check call you with like 9x, 7x, some straight draws. He can't guarantee, he can't be always on flush draws. So this is a really perfect card just to barrel. So like if you are going to be aggressive on flops, you have to follow through on really good barrel cards and just keep going, especially when you're playing against the guy who's in second place. You just cannot play passively. You're going to lose you're going to be spewing money by being this passive. You know, if you decide to c-bet. I would not c-bet this because I don't think you're going to get a nice run out this often. Yeah, I mean, you have to fold now, even though it's really weird what he's doing. But I guess he just has a straight or a flush. Yeah, but I would advise you to be more aggressive if you're going to c-bet that frequently. You have to get those balls, man, and just barrel on good cards. Queen Jack suited, I really don't like folding this four-handed, sorry. So I would just call and play a small blind. I wouldn't play a lot of hands this way, but I think this one has enough value against this guy's stack size. And we're getting really good odds, so I think it's fine. That's good to hear, Benji. I'm doing good, we're running good, we're almost at that 1k mark. Yeah, I've got a guy that can do it for me, Bukuldona, but I'm just seeing if anyone wants to help me out. If not, I can get it done from someone. I'll check out Fiverr though. For sure. Okay. Let's move on. Ugh. I would really want to play this hand. I guess I just call and play my button. I don't like folding Queen Jack suited four-handed, man. Oh, and you 3-bet him before, so you're assuming that he's like a loose-ish player. Like you can't really 3-bet in this spot because he's a little shorter now. He has less than 20 big blinds. So if you 3-bet and he 4-bets all in, you're going to be getting very good pot odds. But you can definitely call and play this hand in position, which is really important because you have position. Don't like folding that. Defend. It's good. Check shove. I mean, he's short. You have an open ender and one overcard. Even if he has ace queen, how is he going to call here? So, yep, just check shove all in. The pot is enormous, 55,000. This is too passive. You're not going to win with Jack high. He's already really short. The pot is already huge. On the flop, your equity is decent. Even if he calls you with like an 8 or a hand like 7s, or that's really unlikely, but an 8 or a 10, you still have good equity if you go all in on the flop. But if you brick the turn, your equity goes way down. So now you can't get it in on the turn, even though he's going to be more committed. So, and your line looks weaker. Like by check shoving the flop, you get him to fold better hands. He folds king high. He folds better jack high. He folds ace high. He might fold a hand like 4s or 5s or 6s. So, just check shove flop. 3-1. This is pretty marginal, man. On the turn, like I said, your equity goes way down, so you're not really getting correct odds to try and just hit your hand. And he checks back with ace high and he wins, right? This is how this hand goes. Okay. He just jams all in because he has an actual hand. But think about if he has ace high there, he might barrel and then just check river, and you would have got him. He would have gotten a fold on the flop by just check shoving. So I think that's definitely an incorrectly played hand. Yeah, that folds fine. Do I have to bet jam the queen 8 if I c-bet then? Yes. Yes, Jimmy, it's a really good spot to 3-barrel because the board is wet, he's in the small blind, he's playing passively so he probably doesn't have a good hand, and you can put maximum pressure on him because he's second and you're first. So yeah, you bet. And he has like second pair and he can't call. Even with top pair, on a flush board, how is he going to call if you bet? It's impossible for him to call. It's very, very hard. Gotta have those balls, man. Sometimes you just have to 3-barrel and put pressure on people. Ace blind versus blind, easy all in, good job. So we're getting close to the end of this game, guys. Good fold. Fold. I would just fold the king 3 off, that's fine. Folding that. Folding that. Jimmy, post-flop stuff, you learn with experience. You're not going to get 100% when you're just starting out, but certainly keep sending me hands and I'll try and give you how I would play them. Don't fold suited kings on the button, man. Just min raise. Good. Why are we folding a king in the small blind? Like, it's actually profitable to just push all in. So, you can push all in, you can just raise. Do not fold a king in the small blind. Walk with ace jack, that's unfortunate. All those hands are trash. Ugh. Yeah, I shove here, man, 100%, because he can be putting pressure on the other stack, so he could have a bluff. So ace-queen is well ahead of both of their ranges. Yep, you were correct, but you run bad. That's alright, Jimmy. You definitely made some mistakes post-flop, so you just need to practice that, man. And you're doing good, though. Congratulations on getting third. Let's jump back in the games, guys.